Hey everyone, it's been a while since our last video, and we hope everyone is keeping well and staying safe. Since our last post, the world of aviation has changed, from daily flights looking like this, to daily flights looking like this. Sometime last year, before the world went into lockdown, we got to experience the Etihad first class apartment. Whilst there were pros and cons about the experience, we think that flying first class is something that everyone should experience at least once in their life. And it's actually easier than you think. The obvious way to fly first class is to obviously pay tens and thousands of dollars, but it doesn't have to be this way. In fact, this can all be done in less than $500 and in less than 4 steps. And in this video, we'll show you how. For the purposes of our example, let's have a look at a flight from Abu Dhabi to London Heathrow. We recommend departing from Abu Dhabi as it gives you access to Etihad's best lounges before you board. Now, if we do a random search into the future on the Etihad website, a one-way ticket from Abu Dhabi to London Heathrow departing January 2021 in first class. What you will see is that regardless of which day you choose and which flight you choose, the cost is approximately the same. It's approximately 23,000 dirham, which in today's spot rate equates to approximately $6,500 and £5,000. Now, another obvious way of booking this is using miles. So if we look at the Etihad loyalty scheme and book via miles, doing a similar search on their website for a one-way ticket, you'll see that it'll cost you approximately 88,000 miles and $234 in tax. So that's quite a lot of miles, and obviously you still need to pay tax on top of that. An obvious way of accumulating or getting these amounts of miles is to just purchase 88,000 miles directly from the Etihad website. This will set you back $1,700. Etihad has had a recent point sale, and even at 40% off, it will set you back approximately $1,300. It's not bad, it gives you an instant arbitrage and savings of more than $5,000, but I think we can do better. And we're here to show you how. Before we start, we just want to take a minute to say hi, and for our new visitors, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button. This will make sure you are always notified of our upcoming videos. You can also check out our library of existing videos. Alright, let's go. In order to achieve our cheap first class booking, let me introduce you to some loyalty programs. Asiana Club is the loyalty program of South Korean Airlines Asiana. Marriott Bonvoy is obviously the loyalty program of the Marriott chains of hotels, and American Express Membership Rewards is the rewards program from American Express. Now, the reason why Asiana is interesting is because they are partner airlines with Etihad, which means that you can redeem Etihad flights using Asiana miles. If we have a look at the redemption chart, you will see that a first-class round trip from Middle East to Europe will cost you 80,000 miles. This means that a one-way trip will cost you 40,000. For those viewing in the US, this is great news, because there is a Bank of America Asiana credit card that gives you 30,000 bonus miles if you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days, all for an annual fee of $99. The bonus alone will get you most of the way to your first class seat. For the rest of us folks here in the UK, or if you can't get the Bank of America credit card, there are other ways. You will need 105,000 Marriott points, or 70,000 or 105,000 American Express points depending on where you hold your account. One good thing about this is that any of these combinations will work. So before you start, make sure you sign up to all of the above programs. Okay, so let's get started. Step 1. Transfer your American Express points to Marriott Bonvoy. The transfer rate in the UK is 2 to 3, which means you need 75,000 American Express points to convert into 105,000 Marriott points. On the other hand, if you're living in the US, The transfer rate is 1 to 1, which makes maths a little bit easier. 105 to 105. So some of you may ask, how do I get so many AMEX points so quickly? Well, the answer depends on where you live. Based on our example on the UK and the US, here are some of the best American Express cards you can apply for a decent sign-on bonus. The American Express Platinum will set you back £575 in the UK and gets you 30,000 bonus points, whilst it is cheaper in the US at $550, getting you 60,000 bonus points. The American Express Gold is only available in the UK and is free for the first year and gets you 20,000 points. Now, the AMEX Ugly Card, or the AMEX Rewards Credit Card as it's officially called, is free in the UK with a humble 5,000 bonus points. It is $95 in the States with 15,000 bonus points. The American Express Green Card is dead in the UK, don't even bother, but it will cost you $150 in the US and gives you 30,000 bonus points. And finally, there is the Marriott Credit Card. This one will get you Marriott points instead, but it's worth a mention. The UK version costs you £75 and gives you 20,000 bonus Marriott points, whilst the US version will cost you $450 and gives you 70,000 Marriott points. Now, just a disclaimer here, I'm not selling any of these cards here and strongly advise everyone to undertake their own financial due diligence before applying. Make sure you read all the terms and conditions and make sure you determine your eligibility before applying. I have included an American Express referral link in the description below for those who would like to apply. Again, disclaimer here, I will not get paid if you sign up to the card using the link. What it does is that it will increase your bonus that you get by a small fraction, and also gives me a few extra points so that I can fuel my next trip for you guys once the world gets back to normal. Now that step 1 is done, let's move on to step 2. Transfer your Marriott points to Asiana miles in batches. More on that a little bit later. In order to actually make a booking, you need to transfer your Marriott points to Asiana miles. Irrespective of where you reside, the transfer rate is 3 to 1. However, there is a catch. For every 60,000 points you transfer, you receive an additional 5,000 miles as a bonus. What this means in practice is that your 60,000 miles will transfer into 20,000 miles. And because of the bonus, you'll get an additional 5,000 miles, making it a 60,000 point transfer into a 25,000 mile transfer. This is why we recommend doing it in batches to take advantage of this. It is particularly useful if you want to fly with another half and need 80,000 miles, for example, in which case you would do the transfer 3 times to get 75,000 miles and then top up the rest. Now, in our example here, we are flying solo, so an additional top up of 45,000 points is required and no bonus is triggered. This results in 40,000 miles in your Asiana account. With the hard part done, the next step is to check availability on the Etihad website. This requires an Etihad account, which you can sign up for free and to use purely for the purposes of checking flight availability. You can't do this on the Asiana website. So just do a search and have a look at the availability of your desired date. And availability of the reward flight would mean that it is bookable by a partner airline. Simply look at the guests first column. Once you find the availability for your desired date, it's time for step 4, calling Asiana to book the flight. Unfortunately, this step cannot be done online and you really do need to call them old-fashioned style. You can find their number on their website, call them and they will reserve your seat. They will then email you an invoice for the tax due and ask you to make a payment. Once the payment is confirmed, your seat will be ticketed and you're ready to go. So to recap, what is the actual cost for you to fly first class? Let's have a look at our friends in the States. You apply for a Bank of America Asiana credit card for $99 a year, which gets you 33,000 miles. This is made up of 30,000 bonus miles and 3,000 miles in which you need to spend to trigger the bonus. You then buy 7,000 Marriott points on their website for $88. A total of $224, you pay $234 in tax, and your total cost is $421. That's more than $6,000 in savings. Now, for those of us living in the UK, this is a slightly more difficult affair. I would suggest you get the AMEX Gold Card, which costs you nothing in the first year and earns you 23,000 reward points, made up of 20,000 bonus points and 2,000 points for you to trigger the bonus. Remember, the bonus points will increase if you apply using my link below. We then need to buy Marriott points in 2 batches over 2 calendar years, as Marriott limits points purchase to 50,000 points a year. So buy 50,000 points and then another 21,000 points for a total of £714. Pay your taxes of £188 and your total cost of £902, which is nowhere near as cheap as our friends in the States can get, but it still gives you substantial savings of over £4,000. Now remember, Marriott always runs sales on their points purchase, so just wait for a good sale and you can cut this price down significantly. So there you have it. First class is all of a sudden more attainable than what we have previously thought, at just $421 or £900. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this useful. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Leave us a comment if there are any other points hack that you would like us to cover in the future. And until next time, please remember to stay safe. Remember, stay alert, control the virus, save lives.